Hello, hello, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. It is the queen. It is the queen. And I am participating in day 11. Y'all, it is a live Q&A. So if you have questions, you can ask your questions. If you are live on TikTok and you want to come up, you can come up and ask your question live. So, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, we on a 21-day challenge, sharing our brand. We're sharing our brand, sharing our brand. So if you are listening on TikTok and you want to come in, just let me know that you want to come in, and I will allow you to come in, and you can just talk about your brand. If you got questions, you can ask me questions about your brand. Anything that I have that we've been talking about as far as visibility. We're talking about visibility and things of that nature. So if you have visibility questions, collaboration questions, things of that nature, you can come in and ask them. If you're on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, or YouTube, you can post your question as well. Again, if you want to ask a question, you can just post it in the comment section. If you are on one of these platforms. And then if you're on TikTok, if you want to come into the chat, if you want to come in the box and come up, you're more than welcome to come up. I'm going to ask those that are on TikTok, if you would please tap that screen, tap that screen, tap that screen. If you have not sent up your daily hearts, send up your daily hearts, send up your daily hearts. Again, welcome, 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 y'all. We are day 11, and this is a Q&A session. So if you have questions, you can ask your questions. You can post them in the comment section, or if you're on TikTok and you want to come in, if you want to come into the live, I can bring you up, and you can come into the live if you want to. So let me see. Hey, Shay, how you doing? Lachey, how you doing? Oh, my baby's in Dubai. He's having a layover in Dubai. Oh, yeah, my baby is on his way to serve this country, and he has a layover in Dubai. I'm chatting with my sister as well. How are you? How are you? I am great. I can't complain. I won't complain. God is good. I woke up this morning. I got to see another day that was truly not promised me, I tell you. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. Next week is your week, lady. You will be the author of the week. So you get an opportunity to share your author brand. You get an opportunity to come on TikTok and be interviewed. So you get it's gonna be your week. So you're gonna get an opportunity to share who you are. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. If y'all would tap that screen, share it out with somebody. Let me see if I can share it. See if I can let them know on Facebook that I am live. Maybe they can come over. Cause I am live on the Crew Podcast page also. Come ask your questions. Come ask your questions. Anybody have any questions? Anybody got any questions for me? Anybody got any questions for me? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions about visibility, collaborations? What else have we been talking about? I know we've been talking about visibility, collaborations. We've been talking about our brands and why we chose different things for our brands, like the color schemes and things of that nature. So you are rebranding. So in your rebranding, would you like to come up and talk? You can come up. Let me invite you up if you want to talk. You can come up. Oh, I didn't even see that. How you doing?
I'm all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
But yeah, I was thinking more like not necessarily like only like changing the brand, but more so like expanding.
So when you say rebranding, what do you classify as rebranding?
That's and for me, I think that rebranding would be like in a way switching from one focus to another. And I don't necessarily want to switch from one thing to another. I want to more so expand what I already have. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if it's like separating the two, or just like I said, just expanding the name for more than one entity. You get what I'm saying? It's like if I want to do uh with
So
my brand, if
you're
I want to
talking
do
about you as a brand instead of just your products. You're talking about just you having different things. So like for example, for me, um I have everything I do is pretty much under QOC, which is Queen of Collaboration, which houses all of everything that I do. So it has my podcast, it has everything, but everything still has its own name. It still has its own. It's separate in its own thing, but everybody know that that's mine. That it belongs to you know because so but mine, it's weird because everything is so different. I don't advise that to people because it is known that some people get when people see you or they see your logo, if they see that attached to everything, then they can identify that that belongs to you. And see, that's not the case for me. It just I don't know why people can identify my stuff, but I always tell people to try to keep everything across all of your platforms.
Yeah.
So if it's going, you might not want to just identify as what is the name of your brand?
Black Beauty Collection.
Black Beauty Collection. So when people see that, they probably think that it's just it is if they are poets, then they just think you do poetry. They don't even realize that you got clothes or well, not even clothes,
Yeah.
but the beauty products and different things of that nature.
Right. And that's more so what I'm thinking about. Like I don't want to necessarily like change the names of things. You know what I'm saying? But I want to keep it all under one umbrella. I want it to like for me putting my books and stuff out. I want that to be under my umbrella too. You get what I'm saying?
So how do you brand? How do you brand something if you just want it to be? If you don't want it to be under the name, under the same names, but okay, so maybe just everything have the same color scheme. For example, you want everything to be black and white or black and gray or black and purple or whatever and
Mm-hmm.
black to represent black beauty. Um, So I actually did a live the other day, and it's archived. It's and I have like an outline that tell you different stuff that you can do and why I chose the different things for what the reason why I chose it. So most people choose stuff because it has sentimental mental value to them. So for me, I choose my colors and most of my color schemes, and they don't always have a color scheme because everything, like for my books, everything is separate because I design my book covers accordingly to what the book is about. Exactly. So it may not fall into the color scheme. But if you look deep into my color scheme and the most of the stuff that's in it, when I do follow a color scheme, it's always purple and gold. And it's a reason why I choose purple and gold. So if you have those things that makes you unique, or those things that separate you, that will draw people to you, that will people will be able to connect and say, oh, this is something to Shay's, this is what Shay's doing, whether it's a book or a piece of clothes or your beauty line. They still can tie all of that to Lachey and not even having to even have your name attached to anything, but even just your logo, or you may have a symbol that you may design yourself, or incorporate your symbol may incorporate your name. It may incorporate something that makes it unique to you, but identifies your brand. Uh-huh. Okay. And I did a it's a I don't forget what day it is, but it was during this challenge. So I don't know if what day it was, because I did everything by days, but most of those videos are over on what's the name, but I know they're on Substack, and I'm trying to see how they classify. But all of the what's the names are up, and I got with every one of them there's like a list of like stuff to do. Like even after this live, I have I'm gonna put up a Substack that's gonna have like different stuff attached to it, talking about different stuff that we talk about on here. Right. Like I'll do the rebranding information is posted up over there, and then I'll just add like some side notes about that and any other question that people may post, and I'll just post it up on the what's the name. But it's a whole, like, this challenge that we doing. It's a whole list of videos, and it's just a whole list of stuff. Like every day I do a challenge. If you just want to listen to it, it's on iHeart. It's on Spotify, and it's up under the Crew Podcast. Okay. And it'll just say day one challenge, and it'll say what it is or whatever. I should have separated it, but I didn't separate it. I may go back. That's what I can do. I can go back and do a set up a podcast just for that, and it'll just have the challenges on there, so it'll be easier for people to get to. That's what I may do. Okay. I may do that, and then that way I can go back and do the first that first week too. But we've been sharing a lot. You're not in our we have a group on Facebook. It's called Ignite the Fire. Don't let the flame go out. I am in it. Well, we always posting over there, and Millie Gross, she goes live over there a lot. She always participate in the challenges. She been doing it every day. She did the last one. She did every single day. I'm talking about all 21 days by herself. Then nobody else participate. She was the only one participating. Yeah, I got to get back on there and see what's going on. And I've been doing it with her. I think I did 14 days last time, but I've been doing every day with her. This time I've been doing every day. So we day 11, and today was just to do a Q&A. So I just wanted people to ask questions if they had questions about writing books, about their brand, how to get visibility, and all types of stuff. Hey, Chavita, is you at work? Let me see what she doing. She probably at work. Let me see if she at work.
She said, "Hey, no, ma'am."
Oh, come on up then. Yeah, come on up.
Hey,
What you doing?
sitting here with the grandbaby.
Hey, Momo.
She in there with bothering her uncle right now. She'll be back in here in a second and say, "Titi, read my book."
Tell her she old enough to be reading to us now. I be seeing her.
Look, she try. She definitely tries.
She probably be making up all kind of stories.
We
We're just
playing superhero right now.
oh, okay. So she hiding, huh? Or she wouldn't get her cape.
Yeah, I got the cape on, so she don't left me with the cape.
Wow. Then what's the days I tell you? So I'm doing a Q&A today. I'm doing the challenge. So I'm just on here. Just anybody got questions about branding, collaborating, things of that about visibility, stuff like that. So Shay was asking about rebranding. Sh- Chavita is she does a lot. She does a lot with helping people with businesses and editing and all kind of stuff. She just a resource. She just a resource. She a resource center. That's what I call her. She know she can help you. If she can't help you, she can put you in contact with somebody that can. That's what we do. So um she make it as what advice do you give someone that wants to rebrand, but um she wants to include everything under her rebrand? So like she do a beauty line. She has a beauty line. She's an author and she has a clothing line. And then I think she cooked too. She might do some other stuff. She do like fruit and stuff. Cook those sweet treats and stuff. Like the pretzels and the chocolate covered cookies and stuff like that. She does that. So how could you advise her or give her some ideas on incorporating all that under her um it's called Black Beauty collection. That's the name of her that's what she want it to be under. That's the name of her business.
Okay. Well, that's a good name that you have for that because it gives you a a list of things that you're actually doing. So, Little Beauty collections, Black Beauty collections. So it's a wide variety. So make sure that there's one thing that ties everything together, whether it is like the colors that you choose for each and everything, and a good logo that ties.
Yeah, that can represent. That's what I said too. Something that can represent everything. So when people see it, they know that that's attached to her in some way, shape, or form. And again, color. I think color. Your color scheme plays a part in people being able to identify who you are.
You know that it's connected to me.
Right.
Right. And main word is transformation. So anything that has to do with that, you're gonna know that it's attached to me. My podcast that I do under the crew podcast is titled "Believe in the Journey." So that represents my also my publishing, also just me as an individual. So everything that you can see that is connected to me and what I have going on is those it's a butterfly. So if there's no butterfly, you know it ain't got nothing to do with me. Right, yeah. You know? So just make sure that it is something like that. And even if you have like a tagline, a catchphrase that you use that goes along with all of that, it can be incorporated in all of that as well. So just make sure that you have those things, your color scheme, a good tagline, and a good symbol that represents that. Because if you see my business logo for my business, it says Wings of Transformation Publishing, but my logo has my name, Travita Harris, right in the middle of it. So once that is trademarked and everything, which I'm in the process of doing that now, anything that is attached to me will always have that. So just think of that. And everybody rebrands themselves at some point in time when you feel like it's getting old, but you always want to stick to the core of what it is that you're offering. Never falter and never waver from that, because the core of who you are is what built you, and you stick to that no matter what. Okay. Because you don't want to get so caught up in following trends that you get away from the core of what got you where you are. Because a lot of times we tend to want to follow everyone else and we fall away from what it is that got us where we are. Mm-hmm. But if you stick to the core of what you know and who you are, everything will fall into place like it's supposed to. So don't be so stressed out over the right timing, or it has to be perfect, it has to be this, it has to be that. It doesn't have to be right then and there, as long as you're focused on what it is that you want to do and how you want to present it, because everything doesn't always have to be perfect. Most of the time we figure it has to be exact. When I started, anything that I started, it wasn't perfect, and that's one of the things that I think people think it has to be right on the money, and it does not. When you have your prototypes, you're starting out, and that's what you learn from your mistakes. You put your stuff out there and you perfect upon that. And if you understand that there's always room for growth, you'll always be in a good space to know what it is that you're about to do. Because
I don't know what happened. Hey, Latanya. I don't know what happened. Maybe she'll come back. I don't know if Latanya want to come up.
every little hiccup is a way to get you closer to what it is that you're trying to do. And also remove people out of your space that don't have the vision that you have, because sometimes you'll have people around you that are they're drainers. I'll say it that way. They drain the essence of who you are. And when you realize you're being more drained than poured into, it's time to let those people go. Okay? And just let them go. Get out of your space. Get out of the spaces where you're not supposed to entertain them, because that's another thing when it comes to changing. God will give you the ideas and He'll provide all the provisions that you need when it's time for you to actually move forward. But that's all I got for now. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, y'all. That was Travita. That was Travita. I'm gonna let you go back to your grandbaby. You tell her I said hello. Tell her I said hello.
Will. Y'all her come in here. She's talking about TT. It's time to go. We gotta get the thing. Okay, I don't know what we're going to get. I have no idea what we're going to get, but we're going to get the thing.
Wow, she don't grow so fast.
Yes, she is grown. She's two going on 25. I swear she is.
Oh wait.
Y'all hear her in the background.
I hear. Mm-hmm. She ready too. She is ready. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon, and thank you for stopping by and sharing with us.
Of course, of course.
All right, all right, y'all. That was Travita. She's one of the hosts over here on the podcast. So y'all, if y'all look down there in some of them videos, she is one of them people in the video. Her name is Travita Harris. She's the host of Believe in the Journey. I think she's on every second Sunday and fourth Thursday. So we are on at 8 p.m. So y'all come over there and check her out. And if you go down in the profile and scroll through some of them videos, you definitely will see her in some of those videos. So go on over there and check her out. So hey, Latanya, do you have any input on conversation? We've been talking about we're talking about I'm just having a Q&A. We are doing I am participating in the 21 21-day challenge for branding and visibility. So we were talking about Shay is looking to rebrand, and we were giving her some input on rebranding. She has she's really gifted. She has a clothing line. She does a beauty she has beauty products, and she is an author. She does poetry, and she also does sweet treats. She can do those fancy pretzels, dip pretzels, and cookies, and the grapes and all of that stuff. So she's trying to bring everything under one brand, one label. And her brand name is Black Beauty Collection. So she wants to tie all of that into it, but she still wants it to be remain separate. Like she don't want to everything to intertwine, but she want everybody to be able to identify the different things that she do. Exactly. Shavita gave her some great ideas. I dropped what I knew, and we hoping that you have some nuggets that you can drop, and then hopefully she can walk away with some good information, and hopefully be inspired to go ahead and rebrand herself and rebrand her brand. So what's your input on today?
I would say start with a website if you don't have one. Okay. Create your own website, put all your things on there, and how they can be purchased, and just go from there. Like it doesn't have to be something that's over the top. It can be something simple. Just because they have, if you follow Canva, you can create your own website for free. And you can put all your stuff on there. Yeah. Like if you sell your poetry or whatever, anything that you're selling, you can put on your website, and how people can reach out to you and connect with you, and how you conduct, how you choose to conduct your business. Yeah.
And then there's another website, that one that we got, the authors for authors. But like I told people, because it does not cost that much, it you still can utilize it to do so much more, because I use mine not just for my books. And you can choose your own name. So you can put it as Black Beauty Collection, um and it not just be for books, because mine's not just for books. You can put your events over there. You can put how people can contact you. I got stuff about my podcast over there. I got stuff about events and all of that, so you can list your products and your services, and you can do all kind of little stuff. You can really make it your own, and you can brand it however you want to, and that's a cheap alternative to having to actually get a website, I guess, because to have that author service or whatever they have, and then it helps with your author's brand as well. But like she was saying, if you use Canva, people that have the Canva accounts, that website is a good website, because I've used it before as a landing page. I've used it for a landing page, and I like it. It's easy to build, and it's something that if you want to purchase it without having to actual purchase a plan, I think you can do that as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of different. It's a lot of different options out here for us now, and you not have to really commit to something. And if you're not using Substack, that's a good platform to that you could use to brand yourself, because you can set up different you can set up different labels for your different things, and then people can click on it and go to each one of them for your different what's the name, and that is it's called Substack. It's called Substack.
Talking about.
It is a free site. It's actually a platform, but you can use it. It's called what is called it starts with a Treuila, I think. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I've posted it several times in our groups and different things. I'll share the link again later today over there in the Ignite Your Fire group.
I think I thought Trulio was like
It's a real estate thing. It's a real estate thing that's close to it. So you put in it's spelled different. That's spelled different. But if you type it in, if you type one of them in wrong, both of them still come up. They both still come up. It'll come up. Like I've typed it in wrong before. That's how I know it's a real estate thing too, where you can do the real estate.
That's why I was looking at Trulia. That sounds like the real estate thing.
But yeah, it's a company. That's where if you go over and look at my website, the one that I posted earlier today, it's through them.
Okay.
I do mine through them. But what's the name is a good platform to use too if you're trying to brand, because you can post your poetry over there. You can also post videos. You can they make clips from your long videos into short clips. If you want to just post like a newsletter, you can do newsletters, and you can post posts, and they will take your post and turn it into an audio video. It's a lot of different things that you can do over there on Substack. So that's why I've been sharing that platform with everybody, because it's a good platform. And then it will distribute your stuff out to these various platforms also. So if you have YouTube, it sends it to YouTube. It sends it to iHeart. It sends it to Spotify. It sends it to all these different places. That's why I upload every time the podcast do a podcast. I upload their podcast over on Substack. So it also produces clips from their podcast. And then it produces a what's the name from it, and it shows it in the audio form. So the audio form is over there, and then it distributes it to all these different what's the names as well. So
okay.
Yeah, and then you can look at it and you can see how it's performing. Like it'll tell you how many people is viewing it, even if they don't like it. It'll show you how many people have looked at it, so you can see at least that it's being seen and different things of that nature. So right now we have I just started using it officially. I think it was in November. I think it was November. I just officially started using it, and I think we have like 5,000 downloads for our podcast.
That's good.
So at least people are listening. That's all I can say. Even if they don't support us like we feel they should or we want them to, at least we know that they're listening. Analytics don't lie. Analytics don't lie. I can go on my page. I can go on my Facebook page, and nobody can. Nobody be don't like anything, but you go to your analytics, it tell you how many views you don't have. You got over 24,000 views
every time.
But they may not like it. They may not want to take the time to like it. We don't understand why people don't.
Sometimes, and I feel like maybe it's just, and maybe this is just me. I just feel like sometimes with certain people, it's just the person that's delivering the message. It's not always the message itself. It's just the person that's delivering the message is why they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when you go on,
and then they don't want.
So many.
They don't be wanting, and then because they don't like it, because they intertwine with different people, and some people may not like them or whatever. People don't like to recognize people because they feel like other people are watching them, and they don't want other people to see that they like something and they may not like it. and they may not support that person or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I mean, we get that a lot. We gonna see that a lot. I don't look at numbers because I know what it is. If you not prepared for this, like a lot of people think that being an author and being on this podcast and doing a lot of stuff that we do and being speakers, they think that this is just a walk in the park, and they think that we are being arrogant and we just think we know it all and things of that nature. That's the perception that a lot of people they get from us, because a lot of times they see us on here, and a lot of us, we voice our opinions because for so long we have been quiet. Your people don't know what we have went through to get to the places where we are. They don't know what we had to endure to be able to sit on these podcasts, to be able to sit on these panels, to be able to even write books, and to be able to even provide platforms for people. They don't know what you had to go through to get to that place. Like, people just don't understand. So I don't look at numbers. And even with events, when it comes to people showing up for events, I don't look at that, because I look at the fact that sometimes it be for just for the people that's there. It's just for them. And sometimes God moves in his own way. It is never on our time. I've had events where there's only been 3-4 people. And then I've had events where it's only been standing room only. But regardless, I don't let it stop me. You know, I don't have events where we handed out book bags and gave away 300 book bags, and then started giving away stuff in Walmart bags because that's all we had. Right. So I don't look at it. As if I can reach one person, I feel like what my purpose is. I've done that. I feel like if I can reach one person a day, then I've done something, because I've impacted somebody's life. Somebody can walk away feeling a little different. They can walk away feeling like they have hope. They can walk away feeling like maybe they can be inspired to share their story or to pass it on to somebody else. So yeah. And we can get off topic sometime, and I think I just went all the way to the left. We was talking about Brandon. But sometimes stuff is just needed. It just needed. And it just had to be said. So whenever, yeah, when he moved, he moved. And that's the thing about doing podcasts. And people oftentimes, they want questions. They want you to give them questions so that they can be prepared, so that they don't, because a lot of people are nervous. And when I started doing this, I wanted to make people feel comfortable. I wanted people to feel like we were sitting in your house and we were just having a conversation, because that's how we should that's how we should feel. We shouldn't feel like we got to live up to somebody else's expectation, because somebody else may deliver a message so genuine. I mean, it may be so professional and the words may be so unique, and so that ain't me. I'm country. I'm from you gonna get some down home country talking, because I can't help that. I cannot help it. I'm just that just how my words project. And but I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel at home. I want you to feel like you can say what's on your heart and what's on your mind and not be judged. That's why I provide these platforms.
I was gonna say, along with that, you don't need big words and such to get your point across. What's understood doesn't have to be explained, and when you are genuine in what you're talking about, people catch on. Yeah, for sure.
And that's one of the things, that's one of the things I often tell people, just be yourself, be genuine, because he didn't we may have twins, and I have twin nephews, but they are totally different people. They act totally different. You put them in the same room, you're gonna see them doing some of the totally different opposite stuff. They don't dress alike, they definitely don't talk alike, they don't eat the same food. I mean, everything about them is different. You're gonna be like, they twins? Yep, they twins. And when they were little, they looked just alike. But as they grew up, one looked more like the mom and one looked more like the dad. So, but to me, they both look like their mama and their daddy. They both look. Some days, one of them look just like his daddy, and then some days he can look like his mom. And then some days he looked like his cousin, which I named him after because he act just like him. It's sad when you act like your cousin, your daddy's first cousin. I'm talking about y'all could be twins. Y'all could be twins. I'm telling you, if you put them in a room and you did not, if I didn't tell you who was who, you would think they was twins. You would think, and if you didn't, you would think one he was his daddy instead of my brother being his daddy.
Wow.
You would. And I call him I ain't gonna say the name because then people know who I'm talking about. But I call him my cousin. I call him his junior. He got a nickname, and everybody know him by his nickname, so I call him that junior. I said, junior. He be like, why you always calling me that? He said, I don't act like that. I said, yes you do. I said, yes you do. I say talk. And then he'll start talking and he sound just like him. And he be like, auntie. I say, yeah.
Stop.
But y'all, we are on here talking about it's a Q&A session, and we are anybody that have questions about branding, visibility, collaborations, things of that nature. You can ask those questions, and we're going to try to answer them to the best of our knowledge. How we have experienced those things. We were helping Lachey, who was trying to rebrand. We were helping her with her rebranding. So if you have comments, suggestions, anything that you would like to share, please share extra questions, post it in the comments, and we definitely will engage. Definitely will engage.
I've got a question.
Okay.
Does anybody know how to turn a book into like a Tubi movie?
Into a Tubi movie?
Maybe contact Tubi. Okay.
Well, probably what's gonna happen is you probably gonna have to record. You gonna have to have something recorded.
Like what you could is like do like I think they call video trailers of your
Yeah.
book, and maybe send them that. You know what I'm saying? Like pitch an idea to them and maybe show them like pitch them that idea. You get what I'm saying? Like the video idea of your
Yeah,
book.
because if you
And
just get something in recording, you can send it out to these different you can send it out to these different
right.
what's the names? And when people hear about it, like they have these different what you call them festivals, these different
Yeah, like
movie
Sundance
festivals.
Film.
Yeah, film festivals. They had one in North Carolina. They had one in I think it's in Charlotte or either Chapel Hill or somewhere. They had one in North Carolina. They had one in New York. They had one in California. They have them all over. They have one in Alabama. Even here in Atlanta. It's just about getting connected with the right person that can help you. What's her name? She been on our podcast. Butter Butter B. What her name? She right here in Atlanta. She
I think I know.
Black Diamond had her on her show. She even has a podcast, but she does a lot of stuff here in Atlanta. They do them the two reviews. And then I don't know if you watched a couple of years ago. This girl used to be on the platform. The guy was from South Carolina. He was from Cross, South Carolina. But doing he started off doing like music or whatever, and then he got into doing those little short films, those little films that they be having on these shows like Tubu and Netflix, and it's another one that you can watch, and all of them ain't long, but they like these low budget films, and you can tell they kind of low budget because they have and a lot of them they be in the little neighborhoods around here in Atlanta. They be right out there in the neighborhood, and you can tell that they kind of low budget or whatever, but they watchable, and people watch them, and they be getting ratings, and people be getting paid. So maybe you can tap into that arena. Um, we have a couple of people on the platform that's what they do. Supposedly, you can tap into them. You have like, are you familiar with Andre Harris? She just got married, so I forget what her married name is. Um, but she did Hezekiah's the movie Hezekiah got the pastors
Okay.
the pastors that movie he did about the pastors something other. Yeah.
Pastor Son.
Yes.
Yeah.
She did that. That's what she do. She has a studio up there in Virginia. Is it in Virginia? It may be in DC, but it's in the DMV area. She has a studio up there. Um, and then they were recording. They used to come to Atlanta and do stuff down here in Atlanta. So there's a lot of people that's attached to the platform that you might can tap into. Go. I think she's in that Ignite the Fire group. I think she's inside that group. All you had to do is go under. If you in that group, you can go under the members. Do y'all have access to the members? Because most of the people that's over there that's attached to the group, if they are part of the podcast or they are part of the 100 Author Movement, you should have access to as a moderator. So you should be able to post. You should be able to do all that stuff. If not, then you need to let me know so you can go over there and look. But you should be able to access. You should be able to access the members. And if you can access the members, it's going to show you everybody that's in there. And all you got to do is you're not in the group. Well, it's a group. It's a public group. All you got to do is go and add yourself to the group. But she's in that group. Okay. I know she's in that group. Or you can just Google her. Go on Facebook and put her in the what's the name? I think she may be on TikTok. I don't know because I haven't been seeing her a lot. Like I don't see her go live. She don't come up in my feed. But I know she's on Facebook and her name is Andrea Harris. I don't know if she changed her name, but if you just type her in the what's the name, she should come up. And I know she's under my friends list. And then who else has did Pam. Pam don't did she don't did a short film. And then you got what that girl name? Shayna. She did a domestic violence documentary film. So it's a lot of people. All you got to do, like I say, is record them. You got to have something because people want to see what you're talking about. They don't want you just to tell them nothing no more. They want you to show them because everybody making videos now. And people taking their YouTubes and turning them into series and turning them into stuff. I got a guy on the network that I'm on the WBNN. He took a series that he was doing on YouTube and they turned it into something. And I think they own one of them Netflix or they own something, but they do other stuff outside of being on YouTube. So you gotta have something. People want you to present something to them now. So if you got an idea, you got to go and put the idea into works. Go and make you some scenes about the idea. If you want it to be a series, come up with you some little clips and put together a clip. Like she say, make some trailers and put it together so people can see what you're talking about. Okay. Yep. Because I definitely. Then you can always also do stuff like when you if you put the trailers like on your social medias, you can also like tag them. You know what I'm saying? Try to get their attention. Yeah, because a lot of these people are on social media. If you go to Facebook, you tag Netflix, what's gonna pop up? Yep. Netflix is gonna pop up. Making these trailers and stuff, and you start tagging them in it or whatever. Somebody over there gonna see it. It's gonna catch somebody's attention, especially if it's good. The story catchy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even if you don't catch the attention of the people that you want to catch the attention of, you're going to catch the attention of somebody because there's a girl out there in California. She been tagging Nike. She been tagging Nike the pick up her brand, to pick up her brand, to pick up her stuff. But somebody else picked her up, not Nike. Somebody else picked her up. That's what happens. Somebody else may like what you're doing, and they may say, "Oh, let me go over here and work." And it may be somebody that's working in the industry, and they may say, "Oh, let me help her." Let me help her get her foot in the door. You never know. Yeah. So you just have to see and just do some research. Like Google. Go to GP chat. Go to these AIs. That's what they using. Go to these AIs and ask the AI. Ask the AI what you need to do. It'll tell you what steps you can take and what you can do. And then you just start doing those things. because there's a lot out there. There's so many opportunities out there. I mean, so much out there you can do now. I mean, as far as getting on Tubu and getting on a lot of these places now, you can pretty much, if you got access to upload to these sites, you can do that. Like, you got people out here that it's a nice little fee, but they pay that fee every month, and they're able to upload to Tubu. They're able to upload to these different places, and all they doing is uploading regular content that we over here record. You hear, and they can see them on they what they them eye sticks and them whatever, all that stuff. Yeah. So it's all about who you know, what type of money you kind of spend, and what type of work you trying to put in. Because we're gonna have to do some of that in order to get where we want to go.
Right.
Because now, back when it first started, it may have been easier, but now that everybody want to do it and everybody's doing it, that people making it harder. So now you got to do some research and find out, hey, what can I do to position myself to be in front of these people? And then look at these events and stuff that they be having in these local cities. Like TikTok getting ready to have an event out there in California. You can get tickets and go to the event. And they do them in, but they do them in different places. You just have to be aware of what they're doing, and what you can get involved in.
Right.
Facebook do it too. Have y'all heard of the Gathering Place?
Yes, I have, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's here in East Point. It's here in East Point. It's one over here off of Union City, back up off in Union City. But they do a lot. They have these meet and greets. They have all these little things where you can come together. They be having these like TEDx TEDx speeches and competition like things, but it's not really TEDx, but they have their own version of it. And
Okay.
you can they do a lot. They do a lot. They do a lot. It ain't so much Black Wall Street, but they do a lot to help those that have a brand and those that are trying to go into business for themselves. And then there's a lot of people out here now that's doing stuff for creatives, people that are out here creating content, people that are out here doing the videos, and then the ones that's actually providing some good written content. Because you got a lot of people that write good content, but they not writers like the book writers. They just writers that want to write like newsletters and just want to write on social media. So it's a lot of different ways out here to get yourself out there and to get seen. Like hashtagging and being visible. That's one of the most easiest ways to get seen. But we don't do it.
Right.
Like we have so many opportunities to do. Like you can be recording videos, you can be recording different stuff talking about that you're trying to show off. That you're trying, if you have a movie idea, you should be doing clips about the movie idea. You should be intriguing people, getting people interested in that you're trying to do. You Shay, you need to go live one day making your sweet treats, talking about showing them what you're doing behind the scene, and then show them the end results. You ain't got to go through the whole process. You can show them you're getting together, how you, like when you go out shopping, you can go out and tell them how you're getting things together. You're prepping up, you're getting, and then you can do your prepping, how you getting stuff together. And then even if you just want to show your process of getting your chocolate together to even start that. Like you can do all types of different things that lead up to what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then get your logos, get your stuff together so when you're doing these videos, you can show that off in your videos.
I.
Then people get a visual of who you are, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you show that off everywhere you go, then you start, people start recognizing, and then they start putting two and two together. And then not only that, different things that you are attached to. When they start typing it in the search bar, it's gonna start coming up. You go on that, man, you go over there looking for something, it's gonna start popping up. It's gonna start popping up. But yeah, we just gotta just make sure that we are taking every opportunity to showcase our brand in everything that we do. I mean, every single thing that we do. I'm talking about the little thing coming on these lives.
Yeah.
We got to show off our brand and coming on these lives. Something that people gonna know. Hey, that's Angela over there. There she go again over there on that live. Let me go over there and see what she doing. What she talking about.
Right.
But they gonna see something. They gonna see something and be like, oh, that's Angela. Even though I may come on the Crew podcast, I may come on the Visionary, I may come on the Real and the Raw, I may come on the whatever, but they gonna see something. They gonna be like, oh, that's Angela. That's that's Miss Angela over there. That's the queen over there. Whatever they call me, they gonna say that's her. That's that lady.
Yeah, no.
And that's what we want people to be able to recognize us. And then we want to get a pattern so that people can say, oh, it's that's it's 8 o'clock. She over there doing her morning devotion. And then they gonna share it with somebody. And they're gonna invite somebody. And then where you go from having 3 people on, you'll start seeing 25 people. You're gonna see 50 people, and then you're gonna start seeing 100 people, and then you're gonna start seeing 200 people, and then you're gonna be like, oh dang, they seeing me. And then you're gonna continue to do it. And then you're gonna do it even more. And then you're gonna start wanting to come on a little more. And then you're gonna but you gotta do it. You gotta start somewhere so that you can get out there. And then the more you show up for you, guess what? They gonna start showing up for you too. And then you're gonna get out there more. Because when it works both ways over here on TikTok. Now y'all know as in September they're gonna change it up again because I think they don't found somebody to buy TikTok over here in America. So they about to change it up. So we don't know what it's gonna be like, but I think they changing the whole platform. We're gonna have to log in on another platform and all that stuff. We're gonna have to log in on another platform, but they said everything that we've done, everything that we supposedly have had, is gonna be able to transfer to that other platform over there too. And without we're gonna be able to log in and everything's supposed to be still the same. But we gonna see. We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. But nevertheless, we wanna make sure that we just being intentional and that we utilizing every opportunity we get. Like when we build a routine of going live. So if you know, I know for me, and I'm gonna share just a little bit about my little routine. So everybody over here now know on TikTok know that at 5 o'clock every morning, and usually about 4:45, they know I'm going live over here. And I'm gonna be over here. They probably ain't gonna see nobody on the screen. They just gonna see a black screen, or they gonna see these lights that's flashing up behind me now. They gonna see them, and we gonna be doing 5 a.m. prayer. It's not just gonna be me, but it's gonna be everybody that come on at 5 a.m. to pray, and we just gonna be praying. You ain't gonna see nobody, but we gonna be on here praying. And then I've been on for the last couple mornings. And I don't even be paying attention. I don't even be paying attention, honey. I be into it. I don't be. I'll be paying attention. It's so powerful. If you happen to wake up in that hour and can't go back to sleep, I advise you, like I beg you to jump on and hear them pray because they and it's to a point now where it's like I wake up looking forward to it. Okay. And so, I've jumped on there and I've been on there at 5 and they hadn't gotten there yet, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? And so they it's really God feels that atmosphere, and you can feel. And we've been over there. This is our 5th year. We getting ready. In February, it's gonna be 6 years for us. Wow. And it's been me, Pam, and Shaneria. Um, we met Apostle through Shaneria came on 6 months into it. No, she came in 60 days into the 120 days because there's another lady, a lady out of Spartanburg. Actually, she started with us, and she the one introduced us to Dr. Kimberly and some of the other ladies. and she decided she didn't want to do it no more, so she left. But Apostle Kimberly, she ended up staying, and she has been right there with us ever since. She covered our room every morning. Her husband even come on, Apostle Lee Thomas. He even come on and share with us sometime. I tell you, God has truly moved over there. We've seen people healed, delivered, and set free. I'm talking about people delivered from cancer. To Pam and Cheryl, both had cancer. Um, and both of them are now 2 and 3 years free of cancer. Milagros, dealing with all that she's dealing with, has been a part of our prayer line. Um, we have a prayer list that's 126 names, about 126, 27 names long that I call out every single day. Your baby on there, you on there, your kids on there. We call them names out every single day. We call the whole list out every day. So yes, that's what we do. I pray for the podcast. I pray for everybody attached to the movement because it's not about us. It's not just about us, but it is about what He has called us to, and that is to stand in the gap, and that is to pray for those that cannot or will not pray for themselves. We pray for our president in the current administration. We pray for the war. We pray for all this stuff that's happening out here in with the weather. We lift up everything before Him, and we do that every single morning. Shanette, Cheryl, um, Sister Stephanie, Sister Renee, even Pastor Patricia Goins out of South Carolina. She come on there sometime. We have Patrice log in sometime. Um, Sister Sharon, Minister Sharon out of Memphis, Tennessee. She come on there sometime. We have individuals that come on there from all over. Minister um sister sister Chavita out of Chicago. Chavita. I can't mess her name up. Chat Rita. I mess her name up. I love her to death. That's my little sister. Trivia. Trivia. Yeah, Trivia. Her and her husband. He's a pastor. He's been on the line. We from time to time will have where we invite other pastors and other ministers to come in and share. Like during June, the month of one of those months, we dedicated it to our men, and we let the men come in and share. We did one month where it was dedicated to mental health, and all we prayed about was mental health, and we lifted up individuals that were dealing with mental health issues. Just different times we do different stuff. We even fast, and we go on a fast from time to time. And then Apostle, she does a Wednesday prayer call at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening. I can't get on because of my service. I have Metro PCS. So Metro PCS, they hinder your service sometimes. So I can't get on because of that. So I can't go to that evening service that they have. But it's a good service. I've heard so much so much about it and how God is moving in that service. So I invite anybody. I got a flyer. I've been sharing that flyer because I've been inviting people to tune in. Even though I can't be there, you can still be there because I heard it was powerful. It was just as powerful as the morning service, and it's just on Wednesday. So if y'all can jump on next Wednesday, I'm gonna be sharing that flyer. Y'all can jump on, and if you need, I think it's at 8 or it may be at 9. I'll find out for sure. I got to look on the flyer and find out. I think it's at 9. But I have that flyer, and I'm gonna post it. I'll probably post it today, so people can share it out, so they can make arrangements to be there next Wednesday. But yeah,
Okay.
how's your daughter doing? Because I know you said your other baby was in the hospital.
She had strep throat, and she had to get her tonsils like removed. They had put her on antibiotics and some steroids and stuff, but she doing a little bit better now. She not like I had to go. and see her, but I had to wait until she wasn't contagious no more because strep throat can be contagious. So I had to wait to go see her until she wasn't contagious no more because I didn't want to go see her, come back to this other hospital, make the baby girl sick. So I wound up waiting. She's okay now, and I went up there, seen her, whatever, to just check on, see how she doing. But I'm gonna go get her in a little while. I'm waiting on them to call and discharge her. They said they gonna send her home.
Right.
But yeah, she doing better. She couldn't even talk the other day, like at all.
Right.
Yeah, she was my daughter, the one that you met, my oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could barely even talk. She was real sick the other day. Like they had to admit her into the hospital, so they kept her for a couple of days. When she first got there, they're like, we gotta keep her because we want to just observe and see if we're gonna have the tonsils out or whatever. I'm like, is that bad? They said, yeah, it is. So they kept her and stuff just to like observe and just keep an eye on her and ultimately take her tonsils out.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad thing to have them tonsils out because I know a lot of people had their tonsils out when they was young. I'm talking about when we was
Yeah.
in elementary school. I'm talking about they used to bring them to school for show and tell. They used to have them in the legit. Yeah, they used to. I give them to them, and they used to put them in. They had them in a little jar. Yeah, they used to them
Oh
kids.
wow.
Them little yeah, they weren't us. Them little white tees used to bring that. Yeah, they used to. All them kids used to get their tonsils out. I mean, that was the thing that they did. I don't know if it was just, but
Yeah.
them
Right.
every one of my white tee friends had they tonsils out when they was little. I didn't know nothing about that. I still got my tonsils. I still be having sore throat.
I was just gonna say I still got mine.
But all of them, when they was young, honey, every last one of them, I can tell you, every last one of my white tea friends had their tonsils out, and they used to, when they used to be out, they used to, I don't know, them kids used to like going to get their tonsils out, cause honey, they used to get the ice cream or some stuff, and honey, they
Uh-huh.
come back to school, they would have them tonsils in a little jar, in a little mason jar, and they been on, yeah, and they didn't stay out of school long.
No, and that's one thing I noticed that they didn't keep her. They weren't gonna keep her. They said they're not gonna keep her in the hospital real long, but they didn't restrict her from really like doing anything either.
Right. Because they gave them ice cream and liquid. I think that was, and then most of them went as outpatients. They went in, had that done, and went back home the same day.
Yeah, they kept her because when she first went into the ER, she had a fever.
Right.
So they kept her because she had a fever, and then they they just wanted to check on. And then when they checked her tonsils, they said that they were so swollen that she wouldn't have been able to breathe. So they're like, she can't breathe. Like
Yeah.
they that swollen, but
Because they can stop.
she
They
was
can
real.
close your airway.
Yeah, that's what they told me. I'm like, okay,
And that's
well,
why
I guess they gotta get
a
some.
lot of people have them removed. But yeah,
Yeah,
thank y'all
but
for
I
coming in. If y'all don't mind, if y'all would tap that screen, tap that screen, tap that screen. And if you would, send up your daily hearts for today. Send up your daily hearts for today, if you would. And if you don't mind, you can share it out to someone. Share it out to someone. Never know what they may be in need of. Y'all, we're on here just having a live Q&A talking about branding, visibility, collaborations, and things of that nature. So we were helping Shay with her journey, talking about rebranding. We talked about I shared a little bit about visibility. Did not share about collaboration. So if y'all got questions about collaborations, we can talk a little bit about collaborations before we leave up out of here. I don't want to stay on here too long, taking up too much of y'all time. Just want to probably stay about another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna get on off of here and let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Guess what? I won't be back, but somebody will be back on at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock tonight. I think it's Shining. I think Shining will be on at 8 o'clock tonight, y'all. Oh, quick plug. I want to throw in a quick plug, y'all. A quick plug for those that may know some men that are looking for a podcast family. We launched a new podcast line just for men. Just for men, a space just for men. They can come, they can share, they can be a part of what we're doing over here on the Crew Podcast. Our first host, he launched his show last Monday. He'll be back on the third Monday of this month. He's on every first and third Monday. Y'all, we got slots to fill. So if there's some kings out there that want to share their brand, they got a message that they want to share, they want to amplify what they're doing. All you got to do is just reach out to me. I will walk you through. If you feel like you don't need training, I'll walk you through and get you familiarized with how we do stuff over here on the Crew Podcast. But if you want training, I do provide a 30-day training to get you familiarized with what and how we run over here on the Crew Podcast. Most importantly, the main thing that I have is that you respect the mic. That's all I ask is you respect the mic. How you respect the mic. You show up when you're supposed to show up. You show up on time, and you support your fellow host. You support your fellow host. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Don't ask you to go above and beyond. If you want to promote your shows and share your shows, that's on you because you are your show and your show is you. So it's on you. But we have space for our kings over here, and we have 2 slots available for queens on our network. We have a Sunday slot that's available on first and third Sunday, and then we have a slot that's available on fourth Monday and second Thursday. That's fourth Monday and second Thursday. Those are the only 2 slots we have, y'all. Only 2 slots we have with the queens, them divas of the airways. You can join them divas of the airways. So yes. Hey sis, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. If y'all have any questions, make sure you ask your questions, post your questions in the comment. If you want to come up, just let me know. And I'll let you come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Definitely will let you come on up, y'all. And thank you, Prudent Shopping for joining the fan club. Thank you. Y'all join the fan club. That way you'll be notified when we go live. That way you won't miss nothing. You won't miss nothing. You won't miss nothing. But y'all, again, when we are let me see if I went over my notes because I don't think I went over my notes today. Let me see. I got my notes. Let me see. I got my notes. Nope, I ain't got my notes. Let me go over here real quick. What I got. Okay, y'all. I Let me see. I had to go to the actual thing. Everyone having burning question. That was the question. Try in today's. Okay, so we have been talking about. We've been talking about visibility. We've been talking about collaborating. We've been talking about brands. We've been talking about a lot. But most importantly, what we have been trying to stress is building trust and authentically. And I might have chopped that word up because I can't say that word for some reason. I don't know why I can't say that word. Authenticity. That's it. Authenticity. I don't know why I chopped that one up. I can say authentic, but when it comes to that one, authenticity. Authenticity. That part. That end part gets me sometimes. But y'all, building trust in that word, authenticity. I'm gonna get it right, y'all. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Next time I come on here, I'm gonna know how to say it. I ain't gonna mess it up. I ain't gonna chop it up. I ain't gonna butcher it. But y'all, scam lightly, don't know me. by answering by answering questions during this podcast. Y'all, if y'all got questions, y'all, this is real time. This ain't no scripted stuff. This is us being open. This is us being authentic. This is not a strip. We didn't plan this. We just what is taking place on today has been transparent, and it represents us. It represents who we are. We've had Charita stop by. We had Latanya stop by. Now we have Sister Lachey here with us. But y'all, importantly, when y'all are engaging about your brand, it is more important to build trust and authenticity, and to engage with your supporters. Engage with those that support the things that you're doing. If they take the time to come on your live and engage with you, if you making cookies, shoot, engage with them. Shoot, get them to order some so they can sample them. Offer them samples. If they come and spend time, if it's somebody that come on your live and spend time with you when you do these things, y'all offer them samples. Offer them something. Ain't gotta be no whole long drawed out nothing. If it's something that you can offer them for free, offer them something for free for the support. And then y'all keep track of your journeys when you doing these things. That's why I say go live. But everybody might not want to go live. But again, if you go live, you keeping track of your journey. You're allowing people to connect with you, and then you're providing a platform and visibility, because now and then you develop a schedule. Then people say, "Oh, let me see Shay on now. Let me go check Shay out. See what Shay over there talking about." Even if they only come on and stay 10 minutes. And then when you on platforms that when they come and they share and they like when people come over here, they share, they like, and they comment, you get rewarded. It may not be a whole lot. It may be a penny. It may be 2 cents. It may be 3 cents. It may be 11 cents. But y'all, every time you go live, it add up. The longer you stay live, the longer you do it, the many times you do it, you get rewarded for it. And in the long run, your sacrifice is not in vain, because you're gonna get something on Wednesday. It may not be that but $12, but it's $12 more than you had, and it's for something that you're doing that you need to be doing to help you. But see, a lot of us, we come on here and we do foolish stuff, ain't even trying to make no money, but we come on here, we doing it anyway. So why not do it towards your brand? Not why not do it towards something that can garner you some legacy and can garner you some revenue, that residual revenue that everybody talking about, something that you can make while you sleep. Like I hadn't been over there in a while, but every time I go over to my website, it tickles my fancy because somebody be gonna buy the book. When all these people be like, my family, like they really like, you really an author? I got 100 and something books, and you say, am I really an author?
Right.
Yeah, because you not supporting me don't mean that nobody else is supporting me. Boo boo. Every time I look at that KDP, every time I look at that email from KDP, I don't care if it's $5, $10, $2, $50, $40, whatever it is. Every time I get it, I'm like, okay.
Every time I get one, got me another couple dollars. All right.
I said, okay. It's more than I had, and it's free money. It's making money on its own, because guess what? I had to do the work one time. I had to do the work one time. One time. Ain't like I gotta keep write. I ain't got to keep writing that book over. That book is done. It's up there for whoever need it, so they can go buy it, and they can whoever can do whatever they want to do. Every last one of them. So you know what? One day I'm gonna promote them. One day I'm gonna be out here promoting them like crazy, getting people to buy them. But right now, that ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing that for others. So that's what I'm doing. But one day I'm gonna do it for me. When I get to a place that I can't get out here and do what I'm doing, then I'm gonna focus on I focus on that for myself. But right now, I'm doing for others. I got to give others an outlet. So, and then y'all, one other thing I want y'all to do when y'all are sharing across these platforms and people are commenting and leaving you insight and leaving you things, y'all respond back to them. Give them feedback. Give them good feedback. Don't give them no crazy stuff. And of course we know we're gonna have some trolls. Those you don't have to you don't have to address them. But give them valuable input. Things that you can utilize. My challenge for y'all that's listening, because I'm about to get off here. My challenge for y'all that's listening. Try scheduling your own lives, your own Q&As. Do a Q&A this month. Prepare, promote, and practice flexibility. If you got to do it a couple of times, do it. Say I'm gonna do a Q&A on Monday. I'm gonna do a Q&A on Wednesday, and y'all can come and y'all can ask this question. If you want to ask questions about my books, come on Monday. You want to ask questions about the clothing brand, come on Tuesday. You can set aside a day and a time for each one of your legs, your umbrellas of your brand, and let them come on and ask you questions, and then have samples available for them. You have what you want to be able to provide for them. Have it ready on that live so you can send it out to them. When they start asking you questions, be like, hey, I got some sample pretzels, I got some sample cookies, I got some sample this. Let me get this in the mail to you. So you can see. Yeah. That's what we gotta do. You gotta have samples of your beauty product. You know you're gonna be on there talking about your beauty product. Have samples of your beauty product. Have stuff available so when they start wanting it, you can send it out to them, and then offer it at a discount price. Offer it at a price that they can, they be amped to get it, and then ask them to leave you a review, to take some pictures. If your clothes, tell them to try your clothes on, take some pictures, and post it and tag you. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us, and I appreciate you for jumping on and allowing us to pour in you today, Shay. Anytime. Y'all, she's gonna be our author of the week next week, so y'all definitely got to come back and check her out. She's gonna be the author of the week next week, and y'all know how we do. We I'm gonna be posting all week long. We go live on Monday, and we're gonna be sharing. Y'all get to find out a little bit about some of her books. Y'all get to find out a little bit about her and what she got going on, what she got coming up. Monday it's a free for all. Whatever y'all can come on and chat with her. Y'all can come on, ask questions, whatever, however y'all want to do it. We on at 10, and we usually stay on to about 10:30. 10:30, 11 o'clock, whatever, however it's flowing. If we got conversation, we got interaction, we gonna interact, we gonna engage. But if y'all ain't showing up, we gonna go into the house, because we ain't gonna be over here talking to ourselves. We want to talk to y'all. We want to talk to y'all because we want y'all to get to know who she is, and be able to connect with her and check out some of the stuff that she got coming up, y'all. So thank you for stopping by and sharing with me on Shay. I'm gonna get on and get off of here. Okay. Everybody over there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, thank y'all for tuning in. We out.